It's time for the 12 Sports Zone, brought to you by Toyota.
Good evening and welcome inside the 12 Sports Zone here at Wayne Jamison Field in Bridgeport ahead of tonight's matchup between the Morgantown Mohegans and the Bridgeport Indians, an interclass matchup between AA and AAA schools. We'll get to that matchup here in a second, and we'll talk to the head coach of the Morgantown Mohegans, Matt Lacey, here in a second. But let's preview this matchup first, as this is a big matchup separated by just 40 minutes on I-79. This is the first meeting between the two schools since way back in 1984, and it's only the fourth meeting all time between the two schools ever. Bridgeport won the last one, Morgantown won the first two, and Bridgeport comes into this game 1-0 on this season and is one of the top teams in AA, while Morgantown lost last week on the road and looks to avoid an 0-2 start, while also looking to get back to the postseason this year. Schedules get tougher for both teams after tonight as Bridgeport plays two of the next three games on the road, with a game against the defending champs of AA in between, and then the Mohegans. They also have multiple playoff teams from a year ago on their schedule coming up, and we're now joined by the head coach of the Mohegans, Matt Lacey. And Coach, let's start with the magnitude of this game. It's been 35 years since you all last played. What is that like?
I think, like I said, being such close proximity, this will be, playoff-type atmosphere. We'll draw a big crowd. They'll have a big crowd. And then, a lot of playoff points at stake for both teams. I mean, Bridgeport's going to win 9, 10 games. Hopefully we can rebound after last week's tough loss and, get back in that 8-9 win column ourselves. So a lot of playoff points at stake, early on here in the season. You
were telling me that the two teams used to scrimmage basically up until this year because of the regular season meeting. A lot different, though, between a preseason scrimmage and a regular season battle.
Yeah, we had some film, and we obviously went back and watched, last year's scrimmage. But, those types of things, the coaches are on the field helping the kids. And, it's a little different because it's very scripted. We go 10 plays, they go 10 plays, And, if you want to do something over again, you can do it over. You don't have any do-overs out here tonight. So, we'll have to strap it on and be ready because they're a very good, fundamentally coached football team, and they'll be ready to play for sure.
Last week, you didn't get off to the start that you probably wanted to, especially there in the first half. You warmed up in the second half. How do you kind of not fall into that kind of pit there this week?
Yeah, we talked about it with the kids. We had that lightning delay last week that, we started off great, 4 or 5 plays, and, we were moving the ball, picked up, I think, 3 first downs, and then the lightning came. We had to sit for an hour, and I don't know if that had an effect on us or not, but came out and, just couldn't fire on all cylinders like we were early, but we rebounded well to play in the second half and, held them scoreless and found the end zone a couple times ourselves and even had a chance to win, go up there, tie with about 4 minutes to go, just couldn't capitalize.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Good luck tonight. Make sure to follow all of our reporters on Twitter this evening to keep you updated from games around the region. We'll be everywhere tonight, keeping you updated on that. Reporting live in Bridgeport, I'm Ryan Decker. Make sure to stay with us. We'll have the final look at the weather coming up after the break.